Wheels of Fury New Year's Eve special. Before we do what we do, we've got enchiladas, we've got a seafood platter. What do you think?
Good stuff, man, good stuff.
Hasta la muerta, y los sabes.
Foul! Close enough.
Wheels of Fury.
Hey,
Coming at you!
here.
Killer Kyle. Welcome to Fury. Hey, me and Matt here. And this is Killer Kyle, and welcome to a special episode of Wheels of Fury. The end of 2019.
Aye.
Fuck. Now, if you missed it, go back and watch our This Decade in Wrestling
Yes.
that we did last week. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. No, I sound different. I'm battling a cold. You know, I'm dancing with Mr. Buckley's. So,
Yes, Mr. Buckley's really.
this year was actually a pretty. I don't know. I could say it was mediocre at best. I don't know.
I mean, like, there were some really good moments. There were some really fun moments, some exciting moments, some cool moments. Nothing really that stands out as like, oh, it was such an amazing year. It's one of the best years in wrestling. Although a lot of people seem to believe that this year has been one of the better years in wrestling. And I guess in a way it has, if you look at previous years. But there's been ups and downs like pretty much every year.
Well, yeah, and I mean, the thing is, too, is you got the birth of AEW.
Right.
You've got, I guess, AAA mending with Impact. And then you have, Raw and SmackDown, switch wrestlers, and basically,
Yeah, you got Raw and SmackDown switch sides, you got
yeah,
Raw on the USA Network, you got SmackDown on Fox, you got NXT going to USA Network. It going 2 hours instead of 1 hour, and
yeah, and we talked about this many times before. I think that Raw going 3 hours to me is a big waste because you have ideas that are being like, there's a lot of stupid ideas out there because I mean, yeah, a lot of shit show Raws that have happened this year,
yeah.
I guess. Like, I mean, well, I'll start off with the beginning. Like, I have no idea where to begin in that case. I said let's start off at the beginning, and then I can't think of where to begin.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. This year, WWE did get, I would say, considerably better. There's still some stupid shit that they do,
Yeah.
but it's not as bad as previous years. before Matt and I started recording this, we were just talking about Raw last night.
Oh, fuck.
And, Raw last night actually wasn't too bad. It was a fairly good show. They, of course, made mention of the fact that Andrade won the United States Championship would have been, I guess, Sunday, when they had a live show at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And so there's that. And then, they have Kevin Owens call out Seth Rollins in the AOP, and he's like, I've been getting my ass kicked by them, and I'm gonna continue to get my ass kicked by them until I take one of them down with me. And then, Seth and the AOP come out, and they start beating up on Owens, and then Joe comes out and gets involved, and it's like, okay, they're continuing with that. And as good as Joe was on commentary, it was only a matter of time before he started wrestling again. I mean, basically the reason why he was on commentary for Raw for a little bit, and even seeing him on a few of the kickoff shows for takeovers, he had a broken thumb.
Shit.
That's why when you saw him, he had that, brace thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not sure when it happened or what, whether there's a match. Well, it's probably a match, who it was against, or whether it was, a Raw or, a live event or something. But yeah, he's broke his thumb.
Well, you look at the beginning of the year, and the Royal Rumble was actually very good.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, you talk about the whole switching arenas and making it a special, I guess, wrestling event. And that's exactly what happened this year. You took the modern day arena and you made it unique. You actually put it in kind of like a New Japan or arena style, I guess, venue, if you will. It looked a lot unique. It looked very well done. A lot of people didn't like it, but whatever. I think that, judging by last year, the Royal Rumble actually fit really well with both the men and the women battle royals.
Right.
Seth Rollins winning the Royal Rumble, having him do that, having Becky Lynch somehow get into the Women's Royal Rumble, which I thought was... Well, there was either that or Charlotte Flair, so I can't complain too much.
Either way, it was gonna be good. Nonetheless, I think the one thing that really made Royal Rumble so much more extravagant, if you will, this year, is because of the fact that I think we talked about it, and he was even mentioned during the Royal Rumble itself by the commentators. It had that WrestleMania-esque feel to it.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that, well, it was in a baseball stadium, which wrestling hasn't been in a baseball stadium in years.
Yeah.
And then Royal Rumble this year, it was in a baseball stadium. I can't remember which one it was, though. But Royal Rumble next month, which will be in a few hours, is going to be where, I think it's Chase Field, where the Houston Astros play baseball.
And I think the more you have a wrestling event, a WWE wrestling event, in a stadium like that, it makes it fresh. It makes it a lot better, because if the matches suck or they're mediocre, at least you have it in something that is unique.
Yeah.
That's what made the Citrus Bowl for WrestleMania 33 awesome.
Yeah.
That's why I enjoyed it. The atmosphere was great, even
Oh, of
though
course.
the matches were mediocre, except for maybe the take team ladder match.
Yeah, for sure.
It was probably the best I could think of in years.
Yeah. I mean, like, you look at the Royal Rumble card this year, actually pretty good, not
Yeah.
too bad. And then you add in the fact that it was in a baseball stadium, and it had something that I know you've been hounding on for years just about. The longer entranceway is what made it so much more special.
Yeah.
Now, there was photos that I guess were taken either by fans or WWE itself,
Right.
and ended up posted on Facebook, I believe it was, where some of the wrestlers kind of got a hand to the ring for like the Royal Rumble matches, so they wouldn't have to like run the whole way from like the dugout, if you will, to the
Yeah.
ring and all this other stuff. And I mean, like, you look at previous stadiums where WrestleMania has been. You mentioned the Citrus Bowl, Mercedes-Benz Superdome,
Yeah.
AT&T Stadium,
The Skydome.
where they have the Orange Bowl,
Yeah.
and other places like that. Real big stadiums, and where you can hold a lot of people and have a long entranceway. That's what made it so cool.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Royal Rumble this year, being at a baseball stadium, gave them an opportunity to do that. And I think because it was such a success this year, is why they're going to be doing it again come the end of January for the Royal Rumble again. Now, I don't know if it'll be an every year thing, but hopefully maybe at least maybe every other year kind of thing, where just have Royal Rumble, you know, you got Chase Field, you got maybe Yankee Stadium, you got where the Mets play, you got so many other options for, you know, baseball stadiums where probably hold a wrestling, you know, a Royal Rumble, a wrestling event, you know?
Yeah, I thought Yankee Stadium was closed.
No.
Oh, that's Shea Stadium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Wrigley Field even, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, you look at that, you know, you have Seth Rollins defeat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Yes.
You have, you know, Seth Rollins turn heel, blah, blah, blah. You know, we talk about Liv Morgan. Now, here's a girl who went from being in NXT as a sporty type chick.
Yeah.
She goes to the Raw brand with Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan in the Riot Squad. And then somehow it's like,
And she becomes like the hothead
yeah,
of the Riot Squad, if you will. They're off on a tear, they're off and running, they're doing really well. And then, of course, they end up on separate brands. I think Liv got drafted to Raw, and
yeah.
Ruby and Sarah got drafted to SmackDown.
Well, the way that she left, you know, was
Yeah,
kind of
that was
bullshit.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I just...
Yeah, it was really odd, but then they have these vignettes of like, you know, I used to be this, and I used to be impulsive, and somebody told me what to do, and how to act, and how to fight, how to wrestle, whatever. But now I'm going to do things my own way, on my own terms, and I'm ready. Are you? And it's like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Take her from like the fiery hothead of the Riot Squad to this gorgeous, seductive, albeit kind of like a badass too, if
Yeah.
you will, And it's like, oh man, this will be really interesting. And then they jack her over by making her Lana's mystery mistress? And it's like, well, talk about anticlimactic.
Yeah, pretty much. Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you, WWE. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch Raw anymore because of that reason. Like, they always have good matches and good ideas, and then it turns to shit. Now, you talk about wrestlers that returned, Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
Now, Bray Wyatt left. Well, last year was a good year for him.
Yeah.
Well, having
It was a pretty good year, then there were some things that were hit and miss.
Yeah, having him be a tag team champion with Matt Hardy for a while.
Yeah.
So he came back. He lost a lot of weight. He had the whole mask thing going for him.
Right.
So, there's that. Now, Universal Champion, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens returned. He looks trimmer. There's that.
Kevin Owens returned. There's been, I'm sure he's going to wrestle pretty soon. There's been these, I guess you can call them vignettes of sorts, from Sheamus. Elias returned.
Yeah.
There's one more that came back just recently. Matt Hardy.
Oh,
Just hadn't seen Matt Hardy
yeah.
for a little bit, and then he just came back himself not that long ago, and then of course they're Elias, and they've been doing these vignettes for Sheamus, and he doesn't have the mohawk anymore. He kind of went back to the original spiky,
Which is good. I really think that was a good call on his part.
hairdo. He's still got the thick beard, but he doesn't have like it like braided or whatever, like the beads on. He trimmed it up a little bit,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So NXT was also, it's
Oh.
always super fucking awesome.
the year NXT had is just as good as any other year.
I mean, the triumph of Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes.
Here's a guy that got injured, and he bounced back very, very well.
Oh yeah.
I think the whole thing with Johnny Gargano and the heel thing that happened with him,
Yeah.
I still don't understand it, but he
Yeah,
became finally the NXT champion.
Yes.
You've got Finn Balor, who turned heel recently,
Yes.
which I don't even know if that's real, just only because people still like him.
Yeah.
So whether or not, I don't really fucking know. You have guys that came over from NXT to the main roster, if you want to call it that. You have
the whole
Ricochet.
Survivor Series weekend.
There's that, yes. You've got Ricochet.
Yes.
Ricochet. You've got fucking Machinery.
Heavy Machinery.
You've
Yes.
got those
Yeah.
guys. You've got, Ronda Rousey's been out for a while, so
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler just lost the title to Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
I'm guessing that we're going to see those three come up to Raw or SmackDown
Possibly. Yeah.
and see them reunite with Ronda Rousey. SmackDown's been great on the whole itself. Undisputed Era has had probably one of the best runs in the company.
Yeah, I mean, it took them quite a bit to fulfill their prophecy of having all the gold in 2019,
Yeah.
but hell, they're pretty much ending the year as champions.
Yeah.
They're going to be starting 2020 as champions,
Yeah.
and we'll see how far that goes.
Yeah. And Keith Lee, I mean, there's a guy that's been on a fucking roll.
Oh, yeah.
Christ.
They need to keep him on a roll and give him a title at some point.
I mean, that's a meme right there. Fucking Adam Cole coming down
Oh,
the
yeah.
aisle and being rushed by Keith Lee onto the audience.
I think that was the tag match with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish,
Yeah.
where Bobby got injured and Roderick replaced him. And at the end of the match, there was like a brawl, and Adam comes in to help out his boys, and boom, there comes Keith Lee pouncing his ass about 5 rows deep, and holy hell.
And don't forget my man, Dominic the Dicka Chukachi. Then Chukachu. Well, I can't, wow. That should not be a tongue twister.
It's
Dominic the Chukachi. Fuck.
Dominic Dijakovic.
Dijakovic, yes.
There you go.
Matt Riddle has definitely been on a roll as well.
Oh, yeah.
I wish that they would stop, like, talking trash about other wrestlers on Twitter. Like, holy shit. Him and Seth Rollins, it's like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck. But, I mean, even the women's division, you have the heel turn of Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai, yeah.
Mia Yim definitely has one of the best WWE NXT runs right now.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from TNA as Jade, and
Yes.
then coming to, well, having that match with Matt Riddle on Smash,
Hey, yeah.
and then coming over to NXT, and it was like, wow.
He participated in, I believe, both Mae Young Classics.
Yes. That's right. That was pretty cool.
Yes. And then I think because she did so well in the first Mae Young Classic, and then so well this year's Mae Young Classic, they were like, let's sign her. Let her, give her a contract with NXT. And
I'm not sure why, but for some reason Serena D has been popping into my head as of right now. I don't know why. But she is pretty much a backstage.
well, yeah, she participated in the Mae Young Classic herself. And then I believe now she's coaching at the Performance Center.
Yeah. Speaking of backstage, you still, you have, Steve Corino
Right.
from Ring of Honor and ECW fame. You've got
Yeah.
Sanjay Dutt of
Yes.
Impact.
Guy I haven't seen a lot. Well, I haven't seen pretty much anything of him, but I know he went to WWE and maybe working with NXT Abyss.
Abyss, yeah, Steve Parks.
Joseph Parks, if
yeah.
you will.
Right. I haven't seen him either, actually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of changes this year, too.
Yes, yes.
I mean, look at Impact, and you've got Ken Shamrock,
yes,
the return of Ken
Shamrock.
Shamrock into the wrestling world.
yes.
You got the whole thing with Allie and Rosemary
Right.
and their, I guess, saga, if you will.
Yeah.
And of course, if you saw Ali's send off, that episode, and if you don't watch that with mist in your eyes, then I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Fuck. But see, that's who I am, anyways.
You don't have tears in your eyes and a lump in your throat. My God, there's something wrong.
Yeah. We'll get to AEW in a second. But,
Yeah.
Impact also had. Well, Bobby Lashley left last year, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, that's. Moose turned heel
Yeah.
and lost weight. Well, he's pretty much got a new physique, anyways.
I mean, he's still a big dude, but yeah, he's trimmer than he used to be.
Yeah. Unbreakable Michael Elgin had his run rough shot
Oh,
on
yeah.
Impact. Well, he was in Ring of Honor for years, obviously.
He was in Ring of Honor for a little while, and then he went to New
Japan,
Japan for a
yes.
little bit. And then he left New Japan and came to Impact and
Fuck.
made an impact.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And, you've got Taya Valkyrie, a little Roya Loca.
Now, where did I look at?
Yeah, and then, of course, Johnny Bravo,
Yes.
and that stuff Pomeranian. Shit.
Oh, God. You want to talk about a comedy routine? Holy hell!
That thing's been kicked how many times?
That thing's been kicked and thrown into the crowd so many times. Put a neck brace on it.
Now you can see why they don't have real Pomeranians.
Yeah. There's a reason why they don't use real dogs. They abuse. The abuse they put a stuffed Pomeranian through. God only knows what they do with a fucking actual dog.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, even Johnny Bravo, like, he refereed with Impact for a little bit and then transitioned into this goofy sidekick manager whatever for Taya Valkyrie, and I mean, it's been alright.
Yeah.
But they had him too with ODB. Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I brought that up too.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about Impact, you know, and referees.
Yeah, sure.
I'm watching this match. I don't know the name of the guy. And I'm looking at the match and I'm going, he's really looking at the floor quite a bit of these wrestlers. I don't understand it.
Then you realize he had no legs?
I look close up. Holy shit, he's got no legs.
Yeah, I've seen that referee too. Watched an episode of Impact not that long ago, and he refereed a match with Petey Williams.
Yes.
And
the high fly floor.
Yeah, that was cool.
Jesus. And you know, it goes to show you as well what a wrestler or a commentator or a referee, whatever, anybody with a disability can do anything.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's only a matter of time before somebody in a wheelchair does something.
Yeah, really.
So,
I mean, fuck, if Zach Gallen could be a wrestler, for God's sake.
the guy with cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
You've got this referee dude with no legs. This is crazy. So, you know, Brian Cage and Melissa, that was an interesting winning thing.
Yes.
A hell of a lot better than Bobby Lashley and Lana.
True.
Well, I mean, this was like real, however.
Yeah.
But Sami Callihan's been on a roll. Impact champion.
Yes.
What's your opinion on having Tessa Blanchard go in for the Impact Championship?
It's like I said probably 3, 4, maybe a few videos back we did, I said it. Tessa Blanchard is not concerned about making women's wrestling history. She's concerned about making wrestling history and being the best and being on top and being a standout from other competitors and women wrestlers.
Yeah.
And, you know, not really being the best women's wrestler of all time or one of the best women's wrestlers of all time, being the one of the best wrestlers, period, of all time.
Yeah, and then that's kind of the thing. No longer have women's wrestling and men's wrestling. It's just professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, because apparently this is a different kind of world we're living in, which is complete bullshit, but we won't get into that.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, okay, that's fine to have intergender wrestling.
Yeah.
And I really do like it, but at the same time, where does the line go?
Yeah.
Because you have a male wrestler beat the fuck out of a female wrestler, then what happens if a woman gets injured? They're gonna go, well, wait a second, that's not cool.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, people like Tessa, people like Candice LeRae, you know, people like China, well, even China.
People like China, people like Beth Phoenix.
They signed
like
up for
Karma,
this.
People like whoever else has competed with men in matches. You know what you're getting yourself into long before you get yourself into it. And if you get injured, it's part of what happens.
Yeah, if you get injured, I really don't care. I mean, that's your choice.
Yeah.
Don't come crying to me when you have a broken leg.
Yeah, exactly.
You signed up for it, you deal with it. And I think that's what we have to look at, is that Tessa Blanchard wants to go face all these guys. And, one of my YouTube subscribers, or subscriptions, whatever, said, it's not believable to have Tessa Blanchard face somebody like a Madman Fulton. And it's almost like, yeah, but it's not real.
It's not believable for Tessa Blanchard to face a guy like Madman Fulton or Brian Cage. Rey Mysterio, Kevin Nash, Big Show, Undertaker, Kane, Great Khali. I know it's a little different comparison, but come on, it's along the same lines here.
No, it's true.
Get with it, people. Yes, we know wrestling's not real, but at the same time, it's like, there's got to be that intrigue of like, can Rey Mysterio beat Big Show? Can Rey Mysterio beat Kevin Nash? Can Tessa Blanchard beat Batman Fulton? It's a story.
Yeah, it is. But so you have, the tag team division was pretty okay this year.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got guys like the Rascals who weird.
Yeah.
I still hate the vignettes, but whatever.
The storyline got going involving fucking Trey Miguel's mother.
Yeah.
That's
dumb.
Ridiculous.
You've got Reno Scum, who's wrestled everywhere except for WWE.
Yes.
So they're in Impact right now. Okay, so let's talk about that too. Yeah, no, LAX. They had a pretty good first part of the year.
Yeah.
Their match with, I can't remember who it was, a 54-50 match.
Oh, yeah, it was Santana and Ortiz against Homicide and Hernandez.
Well, oh yeah. So that was a good match. I mean, their first part of this year was really good.
Yeah.
And then they had their match with Rich Swann and fucking
Willie
Mack.
Feud and a series of matches they had with the Lucha Brothers.
Pretty
Damn good.
So it's pretty cool to see these guys go from that to now the aforementioned All Elite Wrestling.
AEW.
Yeah. I mean, so there's a company right there that has gotten a lot better. And people are like, yeah, but AEW still sucks. It's like, why? They're still trying to get under their own.
They're still a newbie in the business. They haven't even been around they haven't even been made a year yet.
But you're looking at someone like...
Give it a break.
Yeah, John Moxley.
Oh, yeah.
A guy who ended his run with the Shield a few months ago, I guess.
Yeah.
And, went to Japan, became the New Japan United States champion.
Yes.
Had a hell of a match with Juice Robinson. Went over to AEW, kicked ass there as well.
Back to fight with Omega.
Had a very good match with Kenny Omega, whether you like to admit it or not.
Yeah. Had a fairly actually impressive lights out match against Omega. And then, wanting to challenge Jericho for the title and various other things he's done.
Yeah.
And it seems like since leaving WWE, he hasn't lost any momentum at all.
No, and I think that it was best.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the interview he had with Jericho and
Yes.
just talking about how he was ignored. And we all know how that feels.
Yeah.
Your ideas don't get met and you don't know what to do.
The thing that I found really cool about that interview he did was he started off by going, "I'm grateful to WWE. I learned under them. I learned a lot under them. You know, the things I did with the Shield was great. They let me be WWE champion. I was tag team champion. I was United States champion,
Intercontinental champion.
Intercontinental champion. You know, every like things I did with them and under them was great. I'm grateful to them for it. But you know, there was a lot of things that I did that were like, as the terminology has been coined, probably maybe should be used a little more often, but whatever. Trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Yeah. Now that's a question I want to ask you because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. So, and I'm trying to figure it out myself. And they say it's not the championship, or it's not the man that makes the championship, it's the championship that makes something like that.
Yeah, the man doesn't make the championship makes the man.
Yeah,
Something along
so,
those lines.
yeah. So, last couple of years, you know, you see Moxley as the WWE champion.
Right.
Did he make a good champion?
I believe he made a good champion in the aspect of there is some comedy behind it, like taking a taxi to an arena, getting out of the taxi, forgetting the championship in the taxi, going back to the taxi, getting the championship, and you know taking it with him. And he had some really good matches as WWE champion. When he cashed in the briefcase to become WWE champion, the place erupted.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it, and they probably were wanting to see it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in that aspect, he was a good champion. Where I think it could have been better, let's say. Yes, they still kept the comedy aspect of it, but also when there was the more serious stuff, take that and run with it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he's doing the stuff with Seth Rollins and doing stuff with various other guys and all this other stuff. It just seemed to be, it was like, okay, he's a good performer, he's a good wrestler, he's got the comedy aspect. We'll throw the championship on him, let him run with it for a little bit. Let him do comedy stuff with it and, you know, defend it and be in feuds and have a good run. And then when the time comes, we'll take the title off him and put it on somebody else.
Right.
It's not, you know, by no means was he a horrible champion.
No.
It's just, he was a good champion for specific reasons. And then there's also reasons that could have been better.
Yeah, like, I mean...
Like, not really that he could have been a better champion, just the whole thing overall could have been better, I think.
Oh, yeah, because I could say AJ Styles has had an interesting year.
Yes.
Because, and I guess the reason I brought that up was because here's a guy like AJ Styles who started the year, he got the WWE title, and then all of a sudden it's like, now that he doesn't have the WWE title, he went right back to mid-card, winning the US title.
Okay. True. Point taken. You could also say the same for Daniel Bryan and hell,
Yeah.
fucking even Kofi.
True.
Now, yes, right now they are running with the whole Kofi being a tag team champion for over 1,000 days, which is pretty damn impressive. But I mean, after Kofi beat Daniel for the title at Mania, not too long after that, Daniel Bryan and Rowan were tag team champions for SmackDown. And then when Kofi lost the title to Brock, not long after that, New Day was winning the SmackDown Tag Titles for the 7th time. So, I mean...
Yeah, I know. Well, let's talk about that, too. Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh.
Now you know how I feel about it. Piece of shit! Fucking title! Yeah, that title sucked.
Yes.
But it just goes to show you that the company isn't biased towards Africans,
No.
I guess, if you want to call that, you know. Yeah, Kofi Kingston is technically the first African champion.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Beating Daniel Bryan was definitely something that needed to happen. Because imagine what would happen if Bryan at WrestleMania kept the title. But the fact that Kofi lost the title to Brock Lesnar, to me, was... I don't even know. Because Brock Lesnar did not need the title.
No.
He did not need the fucking title. He could have waited. The fact of the matter is you got Kid Velasquez coming in.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you have to do it right now? Because you have a match in Saudi Arabia and fucking he loses.
Yeah.
And it didn't last very long.
Yeah.
And, you know, still your WWE champion. That's your main title. The Universal title, I could have dealt with that thing for a while.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, you don't understand how logic works. Lesnar is not on your fucking TV screen. He's your fucking WWE champion, and he's not fucking there. And it pisses me off because what's next? Royal Rumble's coming up. You better have a fucking match.
Well, they did say last night on Raw that Brock is going to be on Raw next week.
Well, there you go. I just don't get it. Like, seriously, the guy, whether it's kayfabe, whether it's whatever, does not want to be on WWE television. And you can argue with, well, yeah, but, you know, if he doesn't show up, when he does show up, it's going to matter. Well, no. He's your WWE champion. You spent on guys like Bret Hart, Randy Savage, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, and yes, even though I don't like him, Hulk Hogan.
Right.
You know, the WWE Championship is a lot more important, you know, because of the prestige.
Yes.
Whatever. And Lesnar not being there all the time, not defending it, it kind of really pisses me off.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're essentially doing with the WWE title what they were doing when Brock had the Universal title. Now, hopefully it doesn't go as bad as when he was Universal Champion. We'll see, but as for right now, like, you know, you have him take the title off of Kofi, you have him defend it against Kane in Saudi Arabia, Kane Velasquez, and I think maybe one or two other title defenses.
Right.
And then he's gone for a little bit, and then next week we're going to see him on Raw. Maybe it'll be to talk about an opponent, a match for Royal Rumble. Who knows?
Right. I don't know. I hate that. I just hate it. I hated it for years.
Yeah.
And it's still not any better, so.
I know.
I mean, that's the problem with Raw, is that I'm not a fan anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. I don't even watch the YouTube highlights anymore because it's bullshit.
Yeah.
You got great matches, but then all of a sudden it turns into shit.
Yeah.
Why? I just don't get it.
Yeah, really.
So, you know, there's WWE. 205 is What's the deal with Drake Maverick going in for the 24/7 championship? By the way, that's a fucking joke too. Ladies, I just saw that R-Truth is like 22-time 7-11, 9/11, whatever champion.
No, he's held that thing fucking 25 times now, I think. And well, I mean, you could pretty much tell from the start it's gonna be a fucking joke.
Pretty much, yeah. It sucks. I mean, I'm sorry, but it sucks. But, you know, I could see what they were trying to do, and they just handled it poorly.
I mean, having fucking R-Truth and Tozawa chase each other through New York, being followed by a referee, and then
Yeah.
Santa or Santa whatever being champion, and it's like, oh come on. And then, you know, Truth getting the title back, and then the referee going, alright, this is enough. It's chasing you guys all over the streets of New York. It's fucking cold out here. I'm out of here. Screw this.
Yeah.
That's made it funny, and you know, can't really blame the guy outside in fucking snow and cold weather in a fucking t-shirt.
But you got great matches with Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, Jack Gallagher.
Yeah.
They're still, you know, they're still relevant. They still got some very good matches. I mean, Noam Dar is now on NXT UK.
Yes.
You know, I can't say enough about that. So, I mean, it's still, I could see the product dying and they just go to like Raw, SmackDown. They're still doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have guys like Leo Rush who was Cruiserweight Champion for a while.
Really, yeah.
And it's now associated with NXT, so.
Yeah. Yeah, he came back after about 6 months away, had some matches, won the Cruiserweight title, was off on a tear with the Cruiserweight title, then he gets into a rivalry with Angel Garza, and then it gets personal, and then he loses the title to Garza, which, I mean, you know.
To have Garza in WWE in general is very cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I watched his uncle
Actor, yes.
Yep, on CMLL over 10 years ago, about, and it was like, you know, it got Garza Jr. and TNA, AAA, and then now he's on NXT.
Yes.
It's very cool. You know, Humberto Del Rio, Carrillo, whatever.
Humberto Carrillo, yes.
You know, Andrade is the U.S. champion now.
Right.
It's a big Mexican-American thing going, and it's pretty cool.
It's a Mexican fiesta.
See?
Oh, yeah, I mean, Garza with the Cruiserweight title, Andrade now with the U.S. title, Ray, of course, having held the U.S. title previously, Humberto Carrillo's doing very well.
It's only a matter of time before Zelina Vega wins the Women's Championship.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
Yeah, fucking Alexa can do it, and there's no reason why Zelina can't.
The thing is, though, like, as athletic as she is, and we've seen her do some pretty cool stuff, she doesn't wrestle that much.
No.
I think mainly they're just using her as Andrade's mouthpiece and business associate and manager, and, you know, get involved in matches when it's necessary. I think, like, they're more interested in her as, like, a heel manager, as, like, a heel wrestler.
Right, yeah.
So.
Anyways, before we get to AEW, let's talk about
Smash!
Now, I haven't been keeping up with it. I'm watching
I
it.
haven't been keeping up with it lately either.
They're doing a lot of, like, year-end review stuff.
Right, yeah.
Well-oiled machines broke up last year, I think.
Yes.
So Pepper Parks or Baxter Sutter is with the Butcher. They're on AEW. We'll get to that when we get to that.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
You've got like TDT, we're the Smash champions.
Right.
Smash Tag Team champions.
Yes.
You've got, Tyson Dukes turned heel. I don't know where that went.
Yeah.
I was watching wrestling in my hometown of Coburg, Ontario, and I saw a match with Tyson Dukes. They had a match with Von Vertigo from Port Hope, Ontario. It was a triple threat. Yeah, it was Von Vertigo, Brent Banks, and Sebastian Suave.
Right, yes.
And that was a good match.
Right.
I actually met Brent Banks after the match, and not that I'm bragging.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I didn't get any pictures with anybody, unfortunately,
Yeah.
like last time.
Right.
I have no idea. I see these guys and my brain just shuts off. So, and it was a good show. But, Smash is, one of those shows that you got wrestlers that are starting to go to other companies, like AEW. Like, I just saw a match. It was a tag team match. It was the Monster guy, the bald dude with
Frankie the Monster.
Frankie the Mobster and Nunzio.
FTM and Nunzio against, was it Tajiri and...
No, Tajira was in another match. I didn't see that one, but you did.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. It was a really good year. I just wish I would have paid, I am watching it, but I'm not really paying that much attention, because it's a year in review of, last year, so
Yeah.
who really knows what the fuck's going on there, but
Yeah.
they got AEW,
Right.
and so it's you got Chris Jericho, John Moxley, the Young Bucks,
Kenny Omega.
you got fucking Super Smash Brothers, aka Dark Order. You've got MJF.
Yeah.
Then, of course, the aforementioned Buffalo Boys, the Butcher and the Blade,
The Bunny.
and the Bunny Alley. So,
Yeah. And then you even get into Brett Baker and
yes.
Swole, or Big Swole, and Sakura.
And Rayo.
Ryu, yeah. And, of course, Cody, and
Yeah.
Brandy,
Brandy,
and Dustin, and
Awesome Kong,
Awesome Kong,
Darby Allin.
Gary Allen,
I mean, that fucking coffin drop, I just,
Joey Janela.
yes.
I don't think he's...
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy. I don't think he's signed with AEW, but he did have at least one match. Jimmy Havoc.
Yes, that's right, too.
And so many others.
Yeah, I mean, this is only the beginning. They've had a few really good pay-per-views, and it's only a matter of time to see a lot more this year.
Oh, yeah.
Or next year, I should say. But
Well, it'll be this year in,
a few hours.
8 hours roughly?
About,
8, 9 hours?
but that was this year. I mean, it was a good show. It was some good shows, some really bad shows. I did a thing last night. I posted it on our Facebook. Best rants of this
top
year.
5 rants of 2019.
You want to see how many bleeps I've done for my one rant? But yeah,
Yeah, when Matt goes off on a rant, he tends to swear a little more than I do, although it depends on how into a rant I get, but yeah.
yeah, sure. So,
If we
anyways,
had a swear jar, this thing would probably be full halfway through the fucking year.
Yeah.
The amount we swear in videos.
world's largest fucking swear jar.
Where the hell would you get a jar big enough?
Shit.
Bathtub!
Yeah.
Kiddie pool!
Kiddie pool. Take,
Keg. Cement truck.
So, like we do the last 2 years, we're gonna do a look back, a memorial, if you will.
Yes.
Not all of it, because last year I missed a few celebrities or wrestlers who died. So this year, I tried to like incorporate that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So we will.
Well, wrestlers, actors,
Yeah,
actresses,
musicians.
musicians.
So we'll be doing that right now, and then when we come back, we will have the countdown of the end of the year. So it was a really good year. I just want to say that.
Yes.
And yeah, 2020 is going to be hopefully, well, it's a new fucking decade.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will be right back in a minute. Bye. Well, I think this is it.
I think because it's a Canadian channel, didn't get the ball drop.
Well, anyways, that's 2009.
2019 in the books, beginning of 2020 right now.
Yeah, and what a fucking year, man. So,
I-
I don't know what's gonna happen. Friday, we're obviously gonna take another break. And I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing, but
Yeah,
Royal Rumble's gonna be in the books. Coming up shortly.
coming up pretty soon.
So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
And if you're drinking, don't drive.
please.
Please, yes. Anyways, for Killer Kyle and myself, this is me, Matt. Love you, and we will see you next time. Deuces.